What's going on YouTube? This is Marcos from Equipment Out Pressure Washing, and I'm back again with the final video for the Death Trap Deck series. So, okay, if you haven't seen the series, go ahead and click that link right over here.
Okay, even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die, horoscopes often lie, and sometimes why. Nothing is for show, nothing is for certain, nothing lasts forever but until they close the curtain. It's him and I, Equipment I.
So in this video, we are going to build a gate. It's a gate here at the bottom of the staircase and stuff like that, but we need to go ahead and build a one at the top and redo the one that we have at the bottom. So let me show you the one at the bottom, and I'm gonna show you the space that we're gonna build at the top. All right, this is the gate at the bottom. We're not gonna get too fancy with it. We just don't want this right here. See how it's dragging on the ground and it's moving and stuff. We're gonna try to fix this where this would work better. I don't know what they was thinking when they made this right here, but they didn't put no 2x4s on the side to support it. So they just used the balusters and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to fix this. I don't know if I can fix it now that I'm looking at it. But we're gonna try our best to fix this right here. We're missing maybe one baluster, but we're gonna probably we got some spare ones that are down here. We're not gonna using it in an old wood as far as the 2x4s, but we are gonna use the balusters, and we probably cut those down to a certain size so we can get this to work a little bit better. All right, so let's look at the other one. So this is the area right here that we're going to build the gate for. Basically, I'm going to use the same balusters that I use right here on the handrails. So we'll measure that. So we'll measure that to make sure that everything is going to be pretty much the same size. So I'm going to do it exactly how I did this. I'm going to have a 2x4 at the top. Have a 2x4 at the bottom, vertical just like you see it, and it should match this right here. We're just not going to put the handrail at the top of the gate. I don't think I need it, and if I did, I don't think the gate would close properly by having that, so I'm not going to do that. Only thing I'm going to do is, like I said, put the one at the top and the bottom, and then that'll be the gate. And then that way when you open the gate, it should tuck nicely underneath the handrail and stuff. All right, so I measured this. This was 33 inches. So we're gonna probably make the gate 32.5 inches wide. So that gives us a 1/4 of an inch on both sides to have space for the gap and stuff like that. Because I think even though it was 33 up here, it might have been a little bit less than 33 at the bottom, or vice versa. So to compensate that, we're just gonna make it 32.5 wide, and then the height is gonna be the same height as this. Which, let's take a measurement real quick. So when I measure, when measuring this from top to bottom, it's gonna be 39.5 inches. So 39.5 inches from top to bottom of this gate and stuff like that. And we're gonna mount, I think I'm gonna mount the brackets over here. That way when you open the gate, it swings this way, it'll be out the way. And then also, what I think I'm gonna do is, I know I have a latch to put on this side right here, so we have a latch right here. That way they can lock the gate, because that's what they want to do. They want to make it inconvenience for somebody who's trying to just walk up in the yard and come up and grab anything off the deck. Like they might have a barbecue grills or some chairs or something like that they might have over there. And as you can see, they're in the cul-de-sac where people just drive out here and turn around. So most likely somebody might come out here and see something and they may end up coming up back one night and stealing it, because they said stuff has been stolen off the property, so that's the reason she wants the gate here. I don't think she's really worried about the one at the bottom, but we're going to try to repair that one at the same time too, because I do have some extra wood, and we'll use that extra wood to do the repairs and stuff on that gate at the bottom. So that's the layout. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, but we'll come back to this in 1 second. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and get everything together, what I need to get together. And in the other video that I'm doing for this deck is I'm gonna stain the deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and start staining the deck, and then when the stain is dry, I'm gonna go ahead and build the gate. So bear with me with that. Well, you'll see. You probably won't even miss it. All right, to build this gate, let's go ahead and cut our 45-degree angle for the edge. So I'm gonna take my saw, I'm just gonna cut this 45. Okay, that's my first 45-degree angle. So from that corner, we're gonna cut another 45-degree angle 32.5 inches away. So again, from that tip, I'm gonna measure over 32.5. I'm going to cut it where it's going that way. So now I have two pieces of wood, top and bottom. Let me get the post to make sure that we get the right measurement for the side pieces now. Okay, here's our post. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm supposed to have 100 of these, so let's go back and verify. We see we have 100. Right now we just have 3. All right, guys. So in the little kit of the 32 balusters, I thought it was, well, it said 101, so it comes with 101 balusters. So I thought I had a few more than this because they sent 101 balusters, but they sent enough of these to replace, or just in case you damage them. So I was thinking I had 7 and I only have 3. So we're gonna kind of finish the frame, and then we'll wait to see if we can get a couple more balusters, and then kind of go from there. So we're gonna take the measurements from this corner to this corner. Then that'll be our last 45-degree angles that I need to cut. So 39.25. Let's make sure. See if this one was 39.25. 39.25. So that's gonna be my square piece. So I need to cut one more piece with 2 more pieces. That's 39.25. Then that'll give me the frame for the gate, and we can kind of figure out something from there. All right, again, this is 39.25. Another perfect cut. So now I have 3 sides of my frame. Alright, so 39.25 again, and then I have my frame. I might have cut it too short, but we'll see. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, that's 45. So now what we do, we run a couple of screws in it, boom, 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 and then we're gonna go ahead and stain it and leave this here. All right, since I got my sprayer. We're just gonna spray these and we're gonna leave them right here to dry. All right, here we go. Just gonna do one coat and then we'll come back and put a second coat later. We'll touch it up when we do our second coat. I see a couple of runs. Let me go ahead and just hit it with the brush so it won't look bad. Still got some runs right there. All right, I'm gonna brush this in right here. All right, we got the upstairs done to a certain extent. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the bottom one done now. All right, guys. Sorry about starting this part late, but I went ahead and started putting the frame together. It's not the prettiest thing, just like that. We're just trying to make this work. I got one more piece I got to put on, so let's put that on real quick. So again, these are just all 45 cuts. Put a couple screws in here. Kind of got to be careful since I'm not drilling holes. It cracked the wood, and I think I just kind of cracked it. So that's my frame. This side is kind of warped. Let's see if we can get this one straightened up. I believe that's it. Let's take this upstairs and take a look at it, see how it's going to fit. Okay, let's see if it fits in between here. It does. It's real tight, but it does fit. Here's the frame for the gate. I didn't have enough balusters, so the only thing I did was just added the 3 balusters, you know, spread it out evenly right here. And this is what the customer wants, like that, so they won't have to spend no more money on balusters. And believe it or not, you can't buy like 5 or 6 balusters by itself. You have to buy a whole pack and stuff like that. So keep that in mind when you're trying to get your balusters and stuff like that. I was thinking I had enough, but I didn't. So now what we need to do, we need to put the hardware on. And the hardware I have the latches, I have the latch, and also I have the hinges. So the way I'm doing this, I'm gonna mount the hinge on this side and the 4x4 post at the top. So that's the way I'm gonna mount this. Okay, so as you can see, I have bracket like this. I'm gonna mount it on the 2x4 that's on the side, not try to mount it at the bottom or anything. So this way it'll swing out and it'll be open. So this is the way I want to mount it. All right, we're gonna take our screws. We're gonna go ahead and get this mounted. Go. Don't want to over tighten them. These screws are short. I mean, it was pretty simple when I put this together. So the only thing I had to do was just mark how I want it, like I said, evenly at the top, and then I kind of line it up at the bottom at the same way. So as you can see, this is going to be the side that I'm going to mount to the pole. This side right here is going to swing out this way. make sure I had the same hinges to change the way the box look. I mean, where the packaging look, but it's the same one. All right, so we got this mounted. We're gonna go ahead and take this upstairs. We're gonna mount the little latch upstairs after we get everything installed. So let's just go ahead and get this upstairs. Got my gate up. I got my 2x4s set what I need them. This is gonna get the gate to the proper height. And this should fit right in between here. There we go. We'll rest that on now. I'm gonna use the screws that came with it, but I might change them out to longer wood deck screws. Right now we're gonna use what we have. All right, have the last couple screws right here. I really hate that I got split in this wood. We're gonna see if this these screws are gonna work. If not, we're gonna try something different. But I believe it'll work. All right. Let's see if this gate swings open. Yep, it's kind of binding. Let me get this wood off from underneath it. Maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. 2x4, so just. All right, here we go. Yeah, nice. All right, so let's go ahead, get this last bracket installed. Make sure I have, yeah, this is a gravity latch that I have. So this part of the latch will go like this. This part of the latch will go like this. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and get it mounted. Okay, got 2 long screws for the latch that goes to the door, and 4 short screws that goes to the latch itself. Now what I want to do, I'm going to make sure that the latch is going to reach this right here. So we're going to go about right there with the latch. Okay, make sure that's level. All right, when you set your latch, you got to make sure that it latches completely. If you have it set too low or high, it's not going to latch. So right here is where it's latching, so I'm good right there. We're going to go ahead and put 1 screw in. All right, that seems like it's going to work. Let's go ahead and put the rest of the latches in. Screws into the latch. All right, so we have our latch. Nice. All right, guys, let's take a look at the gate. As you can see, it's pretty good right here. We have a little sag. That's probably going to get worse over time, but it's not heavy. Gate closed good. It's real tight at the bottom right there. But as far as working, it is nice. No complaints here. So, like I said, this is like something I had to throw together for what I had left and stuff like that. So it's working, so let's go with that. All right, we're gonna take this off. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Alright guys, what I'm going to try to do is brace this. I'm not taking it down because that's messed up right there. This doesn't close. Like I said, the brackets are messed up. And I don't think it's going to be fixable. Yeah, everything loose or something. That's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to get it to stabilize right there, which is probably going to be almost impossible. Everything's flimsy. Okay, looks like it might work. Probably get this a little stabilized. Sure if the 2x4 is twisted, but that's starting to stabilize. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put 2x4 on this end, one on the end right here, and then I'm gonna put another 2x4 that's going kind of vertical, or not parallel, but we're gonna crossways right here to stabilize this. So that should help it stay up in the air. So let's see how I'm gonna screw these in. I'm gonna have to toenail them in, I guess. Okay, that's one 2x4 right now. This doesn't feel flimsy anymore. Alright, so we're going to put a 2x4 here. Let's see if this fits. Yeah, we can go with this. We'll cut this one down. Alright, drop this in. Let's see how we can get these screws in now. I mean, this 2x4 is far from being square. Alright, let's throw some screws in it and see what happens. That seemed like it's in pretty tight. I know it's just one screw, but after it's already better. You see it's not dragging on the ground anymore, so it's already starting to be better. All right, let's see if we can get some more screws in this to cinch it up a little bit better. Where can I put this screw? I think I can put it in, toenail it in on the inside. Alright, so that's a little bit more sturdier. I'm going to get our 2x4 right here. But let's take a look right now. Remember, this was dragging on the ground. Let's see what it does now. It's not dragging, but it's not closing because now this baluster is in the way. Or is it? I think it's cool. What's going on? This gate is warped, so that's the reason this latch is not working. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this latch toward me a little bit more. Yeah, it's been here for a minute. These screws are rusty. Alright, I gotta get an extension. I can't even get it. Alright. Just pull it about a half an inch over. Alright. Let's see how that latches. Really, that is too high. Let's lower it like a half an inch. Alright, let's try that now. That might be too much. This latch is rusted. Matter of fact, this is not in the right position. It needs to go over some. Yeah, this gate is all messed up. Well, I'm just getting it where it's be functional and it's not dragging on the ground. That's good. Like I said, we're going to put a brace right here. That's going to stiffen this up. So we're going to use this 2x4 to brace it up. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, let's see. That's almost perfect for what I need. Not exactly. Like I said, I can't take this off. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take the baluster off right here. This one. We're gonna put that back on. Alright, we're gonna try to make this work somehow. This piece is hammered in, we'll screw it back on. Put this underneath here again. Alright, so now we're going to mark this off from the side on the back. So we know how this is going to work. Probably too long for me to, yeah, let's cut it off a little bit. I should be able to mark it off now. Chop off like maybe another 6 inches, maybe a little less. All right, chop that off. Let's try this again. Okay, that may work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just gonna score this. So now we know what we're gonna cut our 2x4, and this should give our brace to go across the. Okay, got everything cut. know which side is which. I think it's this. Nope, not that way. Let's try flipping it over. Is it this way? I should have marked it. There we go. That's what we need. That's good. That's good. Oh, popped out. There we go. Run some screws in here. Now, that's way better. So the only thing I did is made a brace to go from the bottom where your hinges are. You put the brace at the bottom where your hinges are and run it to the opposite side at the top. That's going to give you more support on your gate. There we go. There's two. That's way better. Is like I said, this right here is twisted at the top, so there ain't too much I can do about that. Go ahead and get this back in place. Raise that up a little bit. Yeah, probably halfway. And I'm going to move it out a little bit too. See if that works. Yeah, to a certain extent. This is rusted, like I said. Now I can't get it open. Matter of fact, this is too short. I wonder if I can make a block or something to get this to stick out a little farther. We'll figure it out. There we go. This latch is not the best, but we are working. And I didn't have to take the fence down, the gate down, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get this back up. We're gonna put this one right here since there's one missing. All right. All right, that's one. That's two. Not bad. Especially, like I said, it was barely hanging on. Let's see if I can move this over. I don't have no space, really. But we're gonna try it anyway. Screws come out pretty easy, so. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use some deck screws. All right, let's just mark it off. Yep, got it marked. Alright, let's see if it latches now. Perfect. Now, when I close it, money. All right, guys, so we got the gate fixed. We're just gonna touch it up with a little paint, and after we touch it up, that's it. We're gonna call this video done. All right, guys, let me go ahead and show you the final product of the death trap deck. All right, okay, guys, as you can see, everything is done. We have the handrails outside, we have the electric board painted, we have the staircase painted, and we have new joists and stuff underneath the deck. Also have, we walk over here, we also have a gate at the top of the stairs for security, and we also fixed this gate right here. This is all part of the series, guys, so if you want to see some of these videos, go back and check them out. Here's the gate. I just repaired this. I didn't even take it down. Only thing I did was add a couple 2x4s to the sides and then add this 2x4 right here. That right there fixed this gate where it closes. So can't ask more than that. All right, let's look underneath the deck first. We're gonna get all this stuff cleaned up as we go, but we're wrapping up this video. So as you can see, all new joists, hangers, and we have nails in all of them. We have screws in it. We have blocking in between the joists. The floor is not coming apart. I don't know. I'm gonna try to put like up here. The joist was coming apart. It was nothing hanging on. They didn't have nails or nothing in the joist hangers. They were just hanging there by the thread, and I mean by a thread. So we got all this stuff taken care of by putting joist hangers on here. The ledger board against the house, we reused that. That like it was the only thing that was in good condition and stuff like that. And over here, we didn't take the poles down because they're embedded in cement, so they was not coming up and stuff like that. We did have to prop this side of the deck up with a block of wood to make it even, and also to bring the deck level on this side, and also make it level coming across here. All right, the staircase, we didn't take it down. We just we did a couple of repairs and stuff on it, and we went back and hung the stairs with stair hangers, and we reinforced it with blocks and stuff, and the 4x4 post that's coming down through the deck. And I'll explain that as we go. All right, as we walk around, as you see, like I said, The stairs are still the same. We just stained them. We kind of reinforced what we needed to reinforce, stuff like that. So we basically just went back and touched up everything, and now we're in good condition. So the stairs are all stained. Everything looks good. Maybe a year or two from now, we may want to replace the stairs. And just to give you an update, we got some more poles. Instead of having 3 poles, we have 5 now. So it's up to code. We reach in here, open the door, and we look around. Close the door behind us. Close good. Look around. The owner went ahead and got these little lights. So when it gets dark, let's see, gets dark, they light up. I think this tab is still on this one. So probably gotta pull the tab off. But yeah, all the lights come on when it gets dark and stuff like that. So look around and everything's nice. As you can see, the balusters. These are 32-inch balusters. And you notice I got a 2x4 down at the bottom. There's a 2x4 spacing in between here and a 2x4 spacing in between the balusters. This deck is 12 by 20, and you notice the 4x4 posts are going down inside the deck. It's because I blocked them inside and then attach them on the outside. I may lose a little space as far as deck space, but safety is more my concern when it came to putting this together and stuff. Okay, and then we had the little brackets for the 2x4s. Right here, you can get all these brackets and you get the balusters. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. It's an affiliate link, so you'll be able to help the channel out and also help me out and stuff. If you're curious about where I got this stuff from. Also, the lights, I leave the link for the lights too. That's an affiliate link, just in case you want to get some lights to put on your 4x4 post. And doing this will help the water and stuff stay out the post, and probably help it last longer. If you don't put a cap or something on your post and stuff, the water will seep in it, and then you'll start seeing your post crack a lot sooner and stuff. So the floor, as you can see, the floor is like I said, I got a 12-foot board that comes right here, and then the additional board, which is 8 feet. I did cut it a little bit and stuff to make it work, but you see it's even. I think whoever put the last floors in, they had different boards. They had a 4-foot, 3-foot board, well, 4-foot, 8-foot, 12. It was just all over the place. Me, this looks a lot nicer just having the seams on both sides going down the deck, and everything over here is clean, and then everything over here is clean. This gate, like I said, put this together. It's got a little latch on it, we can lock it, stuff like that. It swings over for everything. And notice I don't have any kind of supports or anything on it. We're gonna see how long it lasts, but if it doesn't stay supported like that and start sagging, there is a cable that you can buy to tie right here to that corner right here at the bottom, and the cable will keep the gate from sagging. So we're gonna see how long this is gonna hold up. If it doesn't hold up, I'll come back and replace it with add that cable to it. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you found this video entertaining, or at least I hope that you learned something from it. If you didn't, go back and look at the video because you skipped over good parts. Once again, if you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And if you're new here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. All right guys, thank you for checking out the series, and I appreciate the support and stuff that I'm getting for the channel, all the questions and everything like that. So make sure that you hit that like button before you leave and stuff like that. Hey, this is Marcos from Equipment Pressure Washing, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
It's him and I, Equipment.